time to give my thoughts on what I think about the possibility of Michael Myers' new look. Hobo Myers, here we come. Let's talk about it.
Lock your doors, bolt your windows, and turn off the lights. Make sure the kids are safe at home, cause you're headed to the Night Watch Zone.
Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to take a few moments to talk about the news that came out a couple days ago about the new look, the supposed new look for Michael Myers and Halloween Ends. And I have a lot of friends that have been talking about this, a lot of people that have been commenting about it, and other content creators have been up in arms about this one way or the other. So it's been really, really interesting. But I just wanted to give my thoughts on it so you guys kind of knew what I thought about it. First of all, the description of Michael, he's in these coveralls, and he's got like a sleeveless hoodie on, and he's got like an axe on him and this and that, and his mask is like showing a lot of his face and all these types of things. And it sounds totally like the Michael that was in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And if you guys have not seen my episode, my deep dive live stream on Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, please check it out. It was really, really interesting. There were some interesting things in that movie. I wasn't overall a huge fan of it. And there were a lot of reasons, and that's what I'm going to get into just for a few minutes. I just want to throw this out there. But we come to find out that, there was this discussion. We know that on Twitter, Vera Anon had put out that this was what the look was going to be like. We saw that it was based upon an action figure and all those types of things. And, just all these different types of aspects to it. But we come to find out we don't know. That's the bottom line. We don't know if that's the way he's going to be in the movie. And if so, how long? Will he be depicted like that? And this is my feeling on it. I think that it I know there's some people that are going to say that it makes sense because there's a 4-year time gap, and obviously Michael is going to be dirty and grungy and unkempt and all this type of stuff, and he's going to be surviving out in the wild and all that, and I get that. But at the same time, I don't think that he has to have on a hoodie and an axe and a butcher knife and all these things we've been hearing about as a possibility. Because again, it's really similar to how he looked in Halloween 2. And there were a lot of people that were not fans of that, myself included, because first of all, half of the mask was gone. And, I just think that when you take away the mask, that's part of his mystique as the shape. You're humanizing him too much. And that was one of the problems I had with Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I think Michael was just humanized way too much. He was in Rob Zombie's Halloween as well. Just my opinion. I'm just throwing that out there, just my opinion. So when I think about this look for Halloween Ends, it just doesn't really fall in line with what we've seen so far. Now, here's the way that you can kind of cut it in the middle, because supposedly the thought is, well, maybe he won't look like that. Maybe it'll be something that's kind of similar to that. Okay, well, maybe if they're showing, a few, flashbacks or scenes of him, as he was just surviving or whatever, maybe he's really going to look really messed up and disheveled. But I don't expect to see not even, well, it's more like a third of the mask on, at the bottom. But I don't expect to see all that, because we already heard a lot of the things from the con trailer that the mask is just, it's more worn and dirty, and the blood, and it's kind of moldy looking and stuff like that. So that's more of what I'm expecting to see. And that falls in line more with the other two movies. I just think if he looked like Hobo Myers, and that's what I call him, Hobo Myers, if he looked like that, it would just be such a drastic change. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't seem like it works with the aesthetic of 2018 and Kills. Now, I could be totally wrong. When I'm sitting in that theater and watching the movie, we'll know for sure. But it looks as though it's not going to be exactly as was depicted of that action figure. And I, for one, am happy about that, because I don't really want to see him like that. I think part of Michael's mystique is the mystery, is the mask, is the fact that he's not humanized. You know what I'm saying? And I think those are things that kind of fall all the way back to the OG from 78. So bottom line, the reason I wanted to talk about this in this video is because a lot of people have been losing their shit over this. They're like, oh my gosh. And understandably so, a lot of fans are super passionate. I'm passionate too. But in general, when I hear things like this that's just so out there, I usually kind of just take a step back, because I mean, we've seen this time and time again with movies, not just horror movies and not just Halloween, but even in, other franchises, in Scream, back and forth on, oh, we heard this, or maybe it's that, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. I like to talk to you guys about interesting things concerning these films, interesting things that have been told to us that is fact. And I like to talk about theories, ideas, right? And usually ideas that I think somewhat, or at least to me, makes sense, right? And I think that's what's really, really fun. But, when you have someone saying, well, yeah, I think it's going to be this, and someone else says, I think it's going to be that, and someone else saying, no, it's going to be this. It's like, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, guys, let's just take a step back and let's just give it time. We'll see what happens. The trailer will hopefully give us a little bit more of a sense of what's going on. I don't want to see too much in the trailer, but hopefully we're going to see the trailer at the end of this week, definitely by the end of next week. So the marketing is already going to be started up. So we'll figure it out. And it's not that far before the movie will be coming out. So I can't wait to see it. But anyways, I just wanted to throw this at you guys and talk about it for a minute. But let me know what you guys think about this whole idea of HOBO Myers. Do you think that they would have him in this movie? I mean, I know they want to pay homage to the franchise and, the movies within the franchise, but I don't know if that's something that you want to pay homage to as far as the look of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, because to me, that was not a high point of that movie. I know that, you have to sometimes try to do something fresh with the design of any of these iconic, horror villains. I get that. But it just seemed like that was way too overdone. Maybe it was just because there were other things involved with it too. Like I said, you guys can check out my Halloween 2 live stream discussion. It was a deep dive. We had a lot of fun and discussion with the live audience, me, Killian, and Coriander. It was fun. We had a blast with it. So check that out. I'll leave the link in the description for that. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. We'll have a nice conversation about it, I'm sure, an interesting one at that. And if you could, please like the video. That would help support the channel. And if you are not subscribed to the Night Watch Zone, what are you doing? This is the time to do it. We've got so many things that we're talking about with Halloween Ends, with Scream, with all these other movies that are out. And it's a lot of fun, guys. It really is. So anyways, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.